Hey everyone, welcome to the channel and happy spooky Friday. Today we're doing a different build. I really wanted to do something kind of fairy tale-ish, and so yeah, I decided that it might be cool to do like a dark fairy house. So it has a little bit of Tudor inspired sensibilities about the build, and yeah, so I it was really fun. I didn't At first I thought I was going to do like maybe a vampire type of build, but I haven't really seen like a dark fairy type of thing. So, yeah. So that's what I decided to do. I was having a little bit of a difficulty with the roofing. I originally wanted to do like a sloped type of thing. But it wasn't working out. So I was like, forget it. I'm just going to do like a really steep roof and some spires coming out of the side and from the back. It's very uneven and it's very small. So I thought it would be perfect for a fairy type character. And it's in Windenburg. And I wanted it to be like really deep in the woods and not really have any neighbors around, because I don't think she would really be, close to anyone really. So, yeah. I had a lot of fun with this build. And I really wanted to capture what I thought a fairy might like. So, I tried to make it very fantasy like, especially in the interior. And I feel like fairies, I feel like they collect a lot of things. Like maybe they find something that belong to humans, and they just find it interesting, so they keep it, and they keep it on display in their house. So that's what I tried to do in the interior. So in the exterior, here I was doing some of the Tudor side panels that came with Get Together. And yeah, I just thought it gave it a little bit of extra detail on the outside. At first I had like those vertical small windows, but I thought it looked kind of strange, so I got rid of those and just added some regular paneled windows. I really wanted to use some moss covered pillars, but it just didn't make sense for the build. So I got rid of those and added some support under that overhang there. I really liked these awnings. I thought it made it look even more old and, fairy tale like. I did change those. I just put them on the side because what was happening was I had a hard time with the stairs, and I don't know. So I had to like move a lot of the upstairs as far as the actual structure of the house goes. And I did fast forward a little bit for the landscaping, because I did spend a lot of time on the landscaping, and it would have made the video like hours long. But yeah, so here's the outside of the house. I put a pond there, and I just added those round topiaries, and there is like it's technically a sculpture, like it's in the sculpture category, but it's these like bare branches in like a milk carton type thing. So I just sized those up and put shrubberies on top of it, so it looked like it was actually branches coming out or something. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. And here I'm just, trying to fix the roof because of the stair problem I was having. It kept clipping into the walls, and I wasn't sure why, because there was space and there was like a floor above it that was compatible. So I don't know, but it ended up working out. And I did play test this house because I was really worried that certain things wouldn't work. So I did test it out and everything works fine. I was having an issue in the downstairs with her trying to light the fire, and I figured out that it was actually the ceiling light that was the problem, which I don't understand why, because I mean, the other ones scattered about the house were fine, so I don't know. So I just got rid of that and added just some wall sconces, which you'll see in a minute. So yeah, we're just doing the kitchen. So I really wanted to continue the whole theme of, like a dark fairy that collects things. And I was so excited to finally use these branch things that came with Dine Out. I haven't really had a reason to use them until now, of course. I thought it would be such a cool little detail to put these branches on the inside, as if they were some type of support or something in the interior, just to make it look a little more woodsy and fantasy-like. And here's the dining living area. I really wanted this area to be like the display room of sorts, where she puts a lot of her collected items. So I wanted it to be kind of cluttered and have a lot of stuff laying around and displayed on shelves. And even though she's a dark fairy, I mean, she's still a fairy, so I put a lot of flowers and candles, and what fairy house is complete without a lantern? So I was excited to put the lantern there in the kitchen. And at first I had this pink thing, this lamp, but I got rid of that because it wasn't working. Yes, this thing right here. That's what I used on the outside. I put one on the inside just, because maybe she liked the look of the branches and brought one in and put it in like a milk can. Yeah, just adding a lot of clutter and stuff. And near the fireplace, I thought it might be nice to just stack a bunch of these old looking tome books. Maybe they're spell books, and she just has them stacked next to the fireplace there. I thought that was a nice look for this area, especially because I wanted it to be really cluttered, So, I mean, overall, I really liked the idea of this. I don't know if it's truly, that spooky, but I don't know. I had fun, and I hope you guys like it. And if you do, it's available in the gallery to download. And yeah. So here I'm just putting the shelves above the birch tree trunks. So I thought maybe it might be cool, that they support the shelves. Just adding some clutter to the shelves. I did have a hard time with some of these items because every time I would try to turn them, they would just keep on turning, and I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I don't know what was happening there. Sometimes these things happen, but it's okay. So yeah, I was just putting some jars and bottles up here. Maybe they're part of her potions or whatever else she makes, Some candles. But overall, I really like this build, and I wish that I I mean, I've seen other people do like more fanciful type let's plays. I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it one day. But I like building them, but I don't know if, my play style would warrant me to play a more fanciful LP. But maybe I'll try it one day. Maybe I'll have like a whole entire save game, dedicated to that type of gameplay. But we'll see. But yeah, we're moving on to the upstairs. And at first, I did have a double bed up here. And when I was playing through it, she wasn't able to get to her bed. She kept trying to sleep on the little bench that I put in front of it. So I ended up just getting rid of the double bed and putting a single bed, and that worked fine. But if you do want a double bed there instead, I would probably just get rid of the bathtub, add a shower, and shorten the bathroom a little bit. But yeah, I really liked it, and I liked how kind of all over the place the decor seemed to be, and it was just, I don't know, it was fun, and it was very different from what I normally do. Sometimes that's a really good thing. So yeah, I'm just putting some windows around so it's just kind of, a little more lit. I like the idea of sizing these up because they looked very, I don't know, they were just reminded me of fairies for some reason. So I sized those up and I added a few little details around her bed. And I know the photo that I put above her bed, the lady that turns into a vampire, I know it doesn't really match, but I kind of liked it a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe she's a dark fairy vampire. I don't know. And yeah, here I'm just putting some more mismatched rugs around the place, and adding a sundial to the back, or the front. And up here, I ended up changing the roof because I couldn't see what I was doing at all, and I figured that would, prohibit gameplay a little bit if you were to put this in your world. So I just took that out, added a few other roof pieces to the back of the build, which I didn't think looked bad. I thought it looked, a little more mismatchy. Just adding more windows. And up here, it was like a study room with a little reading nook in that one area. Adding some bookshelves. I really love these bookshelves that have like a ton of books on them. I wish I had bookshelves like that. Here I'm just adding the reading nook. And here's the desk for her to study her spells. Just adding some more mismatched rugs up here. I thought about putting maybe a secret basement or something, but there wasn't enough room to add more stairs to go down. So, and I mean, there was already 3 stories, so I was like, that's okay. I was pretty happy. And yeah, so here's pretty much the build. I think we're almost done. We're just adding some chimneys. You can see here I added the pond right there, and I think now I'm adding the magic well to the side. Yeah, I hope you guys liked this build. I had so much fun making it, and we're going to get into the screenshots. And I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again soon.